Today, we are going on a trip to Phoenix. Unfortunately, my Roland VT4, which is what I use for a voice changer, broke, so I sent it into the repair shop and now I gotta go pick it up. And of course, I'm taking you guys with me. I should probably bring my little pickup slip too. Let's do this. We made it to the repair place. I watched back some of the videos we recorded, and for whatever reason, the mic audio wasn't good. It kept like disconnecting. I'm not sure if maybe like having Google Maps open while having that camera app open to record, maybe you didn't like that too much. So I'm gonna record the rest of the video not on an external mic, just on the onboard iPhone. And then hopefully next time I'll be able to figure out why that happened. That being said, not sure how much of that previous footage I'm going to use, but we are going to make a vlog today and we are going to make the most of it. Okay, supposedly it's repaired now. I guess we got to go home and test it. Out of curiosity, I asked what was wrong with it and they just shook this bag and said this. This looks like maybe what the fader was previously attached to. Must have been like a bad fader, I'm guessing. Now to race home and hopefully beat the Phoenix traffic. And we are back. I successfully managed to avoid most of the traffic in Phoenix, which is a massive W. Since the audio got messed up on my previous recordings, I'm just going to kind of say everything I said, that way I don't have to worry about using the previous recordings. So when I first started streaming on Twitch and making YouTube videos, I always wanted a voice changer. And using a voice changer was a lot more complicated than it is nowadays. There were no Go XLRs. There were very few mixers with cool built-in crazy effects. There was no Stream Deck. There was no voice mod or voice meter. So your options for being able to change the way your voice sounds and do silly things was very limited. I knew a few people that had voice changers and I asked and they told me, check out the Roland VT3. So until about 2-ish years ago, I've been using a Roland VT3 for my voice effects. I kind of wanted to revamp some of the different voice effects that I use so I had a little bit more variety. So I looked into the Roland VT4 and I liked what I found, so I ended up purchasing the VT4, and that's what we've been using ever since. VT3 still works fine, which is what I've been using while the VT4 has been in the repair shop, but it looks like one of the faders broke, which is really surprising because I am not hard on my gear at all. There are much more efficient ways, such as voice mod or a Go XLR, to change your voice and have some other bells and whistles, but I've always preferred hardware over software. It's getting to the point where there's so many cool things you can do with software, I may end up switching to something like voice mod in the future. Even things like being able to hit a button on a Stream Deck and hear your own audio monitoring and then toggling that off and on is much more efficient than me getting up from my desk, walking over to my mixer, hitting the monitor voice button, and then going back down to the stream, and then being annoyed by it, having to turn it back off again. It's just nice having it right at your fingertips. That will probably be something later that I do when I get my new computer. Q1 2025 is going to be a huge year for us. Why 2025? I'm waiting for the 5090 to drop, that's why. And that's my prediction. I'm basing that off nothing at all. Lovely, the cars right in front of me almost just got in an accident. That would have been a fun way to amp up the excitement of this vlog, just getting a little car crash. Love that. Just something light. Lately, I have been wanting to kind of expand what we're doing on the ZakTrappGames channel. Normally, I would stick vlogs and things like that on my main channel, ZakTrappTV. But lately, ZakTrappGames has actually been my main YouTube channel. Plus, I'm picking up something that I use more during my stream rather than for videos. So I think this video actually belongs on this channel. I always like it when channels do behind the scenes videos. I feel like it kind of gives you an idea of what things are like outside of the stream or outside videos. Like, what is your life like? I don't know. I think it kind of builds a more intimate relationship. Maybe like 1 out of every 10 videos, I've been wanting to kind of change up what I've been doing and try new things. Vlogging is definitely not a new thing. I think the last vlog that wasn't an update video that I did on this channel was like 7 years ago, which is crazy to think about. It may have been 6 years, I'm not sure. Case in point, I want to start doing stuff like this more often. Not all the time, but whether it be monthly or quarterly, I don't know, just little behind the scenes videos I think are fun. I'm using a suction cup mount to hold my phone right now so I can vlog while I drive. And for whatever reason, my phone kept sinking down slowly but surely. So I think I need to crank down the bolts that are on there to see if I can prevent it from moving. Obviously it's gonna bounce around a little bit because that's just what driving is like. But hopefully on video it's not too bad. I do want to do more today than just drive, pick up the VT4 and drive back home on this vlog. So we'll see. I have an idea. For later though, not for right now. Even though the microphone wasn't working properly, I feel like wanting content to be perfect is just an unattainable thing. I feel like a lot of people hold themselves back because a video or an idea didn't quite turn out the way they had it in their head. But when it comes to content creation, I feel like it's much more about the journey rather than the destination. I love everything about the creative process, from coming up with a video idea to recording, still trying to fall back in love with editing, and I think a new computer will help a pretty big deal with that. That being said, if you are an aspiring up-and-coming content creator or you've thought about making content, just freaking do it. And I promise you, when you do, you will be pleasantly surprised how it doesn't really matter if things follow your original vision. Sometimes they go in a whole other direction, and that's what makes a piece of content super cool. I don't really have a specific direction for this video. I knew I was going to be out running an errand today, and I figured, hey, that way I don't have to rush out a video for Friday or use a backlog video. I can just do something new. I feel like myself 3 or 4 years ago, when the little lav mic wasn't working properly for the other section I tried to record of this video, I feel like I would have said, screw this video, I'm not going to do it. But as a content creator, there is really something to overcoming challenges. You are not a streamer if you have not streamed for like 15 minutes with your mic muted and your chat just doesn't tell you. Or maybe you're playing a game on your Be Right Back screen, or you're filming a video and your microphone doesn't work, or your battery overheats. All that. I really enjoy the process of overcoming challenges and figuring out, hey, this didn't turn out like how I really wanted it to, but I'm gonna make something out of it anyway. Okay, we are out and about doing the fun thing that I was talking about earlier. We're taking the one wheel out for a spin here. I was gonna try to hook up the other microphones, but honestly, I just feel like riding and not worrying about it for today. I've been wanting to do some one-wheel riding videos around the neighborhoods and whatnot. I just haven't actually pulled the trigger and done it yet, so hopefully this will be the first of an ongoing episodic thing, but we'll see here, you never know. Hopefully at least what I'm saying is somewhat legible. I know there's gonna be a lot of wind noise, but can't really do a whole lot about that. We are teaching Rue how to do tricks. Are you ready for tricks? I think that's a yes. Sit, spin, sit, shake. Good girl. Okay, one more. Come here, sit, spin, sit, shake. Shake. Good girl. Okay, we are back in my office. Here is the VT3 that I have been using. Here is the VT4 that we're going to test out to make sure that they did a good job repairing it, which hopefully they did. Here's a little size comparison here. This one's just a little smaller, but it's significant enough to make a difference. Okay, wish me luck. We are plugged in. Let's see if we have power. Okay, first step. So far, so good. This is the fader that was previously broken. So now I'm going to turn on my PC and do some testing. Okay, here we go. I'm monitoring my microphone in here. The reverb fader is all the way down. Check, check, check. We have reverb. It worked. I think we're gonna go ahead and end the video here. I know it wasn't anything super crazy or super planned out, but I really like the spontaneity of doing vlogs and just kind of taking the camera with you on whatever the heck you're doing, especially on days where you're doing stuff out of the ordinary. I think it's really fun. That being said, if you guys enjoyed this type of video from me and from this channel, please leave a thumbs up, and hey, also drop a comment, let me know what you thought. As always, take it easy, everybody. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope I see you in the next video. Whammer.